Let's tie my fringe Twilly on my Kelly. How to tie a Twilly with a limited edition, rarer Twilly. Tying it is still the same. Okay. Step 1, get a Kelly or a Birkin. Step 2, take it out of its dust bag. Step 3, tie it. So what you basically do is line it up so that it's halfway, right? Whichever side you want to do it on. You put the halfway point, which also the tag is a good marker. Eventually you should tear off the tag. You kind of put it like that, diagonal, and then you pull so hard. Like, it's not going to tear, nothing's going to happen. You want to pull it so hard so it stays tight and taut, because eventually it will get loose. But the tighter you pull it, the longer it'll last. And then you kind of just half it over. With the Kelly, the handle's a little smaller than the Birkin, so you want to do maybe 3/4 over, because you're going to run out of real estate real fast. Whereas the Birkin, you have more. And you want it to get it all the way to the bottom with the end. And with this fringe one, you can go even more because there's like extra fringe. And then once you get to kind of, and you can pull it each time, which I didn't do, but once you get kind of to here, you kind of hold it out like that, loop it, and then again, the fringe one's a little harder, but you take that whole piece, usually it's just a corner, so it's a little easier to pull it through, but you gotta pull all of these through, comme ça, and then you roll it back down to there, but you don't wanna go too low, you wanna cover the hook thing. On a Birkin, it's fine unless you got bag charms, which you could put under to hold in place or over to, you know, I don't know, over. And then you kind of do it like this. And then usually people want, like if there's an animal or something, you want it to be enough to read the logo, or you want it to be like a little bit of the design, but usually there's a logo on one side. You can do it this way, kind of like that, and have them both with the pointing in, or you could reverse it and go that way, which also is a different color, and have it kind of like that, which has an extra layer because the fringe. I also like to go over the side with the fringe to kind of create this like shoulder vibe, but also so this isn't hanging way over, but to this side, okay? So do that side, then the other side, same thing. The weird thing is right here, it's gonna be a little tricky because of the underlap and overlap, so you just kind of set that part on the bottom so you can see it. And then same thing, pull it super taut, super taut, super taut, super taut. And then once you get to the end, which I think I did too many tauts, okay, tie it through. And you want them to be the same length, which is the trickiest part, is trying to make sure that they end up being around the same length. Unless you want like them to look uneven, which is fine too. So now this is difficult because not all of the little fringes are pulling through. Same thing, you bring it down and then you pull it out taut. I think I did a pretty good job of making them the same length, right? Okay, and then so this is the white side, so we're gonna do the white side for the shoulders. And then look, it's perfect. And then let me show you both ways. So like I said, you could do kind of like, so you have to pull it a little this way to kind of rearrange it. Right, it's super taut. You can do this way with the fringes, or just imagine no fringes, like this, where the pointy's down, or you can reverse it and do it this, and it kind of goes a little out more, which I think is usually better for the Kelly because in general, the Twillys, well, the fringes are gonna get in the way, but you have to open it like this. Whereas the Birkin's just opening already. You can look that way, and that's why I think my shoulder idea is actually quite good, because then you can do it like that. I also don't think bag charms are good on Kellys. This is getting really long. You can do it like that and still open it really easily and not have to worry about the fringes in front and like getting through them. Cool? I think this is going to be the forever Twilly for this bag for now until I want to switch it, which I could switch it to the black bag, or another gold bag. Maybe I'll take you out today. You know, that's not a bad idea. Maybe I'll take this one out today. Okay. I got to transfer everything over.